and representing a number of groups. This is part of actions that are happening across the country. Okay. We know that Senator Durbin has signed on to Employment Non-Discrimination Act. The problem is this legislation, or some form of it, has been floating around in Congress literally since 1974, almost as long as I've been alive. So what we have sent to him, emailed to him, faxed to him, etc., is this pledge we'd like him to sign, basically asking of him not simply to sign in some back room some piece of musty legislation that will sit on a table, but actually advocate for this in public, before cameras, with his colleagues in the Senate. For a trans-inclusive. And we have included the data that's been taken of a trans survey in which 97% of people who are trans in this country are discriminated against on the job, which is obviously a crisis. So we need this legislation. We need it obviously in this economy more than ever. 38 states, it's perfectly legal to be fired for that status. So when we're here today, we plan on waiting until we get a response from the senator. I understand he's in D.C., but thankfully it's the 21st century, and we can get a hold of him. You can get a hold of him. And we'd like an answer today.
Well, thank you for coming by. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your position on this matter. I think you know the senator's position. He has co-sponsored this legislation and other similar legislation. I will tell you right now that the senator does not sign pledges, so we just don't do pledges. We don't sign on to any type of pledge. You know, our experience has been that you sign up, you know, that's just our
But
policy.
didn't he sign a pledge for public option a few months ago? He signed on for
he signed a letter.
Yeah, for trying to pledge for public option if a health care bill.
Yes, but it was a congressional letter. I mean, he obviously signs letters.
Well,
but it's still the same
citizens
Listen,
who are
I'm not going to argue.
Okay.
He does not sign pledges.
Okay. That's not acceptable to us. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to argue. I'm telling you what the position is, and that's not going to change.
Can we speak to him?
He is in Washington.
I know. Of course, we have phones. Could you please get him on the phone so we can speak to him?
I'm sorry. That's just not how it works.
Well,
you
then
can call and schedule an appointment if you want. We can help you, find a time to meet with him. There are dozens of people that come here on a daily basis who go through the appropriate channels and ask for meetings.
For 40 years we've been going through the appropriate channels, and we're still in the exact same position we were before. And I understand that this is your job and that this is inconveniencing your day, but you work for Senator Dick Durbin, and we are going to stay and apply the pressure that we need to get him to sign, or to get him to understand that there are hundreds of thousands of us across the country, just like us, doing what it needs to take to get our lives secure.
And 100,000 of votes and supporters of the Democratic Party of Senator Durbin and President Obama, who we feel are being, our needs aren't being met, and our promises to us aren't being made.
Not to mention, if they want our votes in 2012, they better start doing some stuff for us. Otherwise, we're going to pull all of our votes.
They want our votes this fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, you are firing people, you are discharging people from the military directly under Durbin's, under Democrat control by the administration and both houses of Congress. And you are deporting people because we can't sponsor our partners. You are separating us from each other because we cannot take care of our partners because we have no marriage rights and we're not recognized at all. We're fired by our employers even when we don't work with the government. So we can't wait anymore. This is you are attacking us. You are attacking us, and you should be ashamed of yourself because yes, you are. And Dick Durbin is attacking us because of his inaction. He is saying, he's giving us platitudes and he's giving us co-sponsorships on things, but those things never move. They never get voted on. They never happen.
Just like with Don't Ask, Don't Tell. They've been dragging their feet in the Senate and Congress for months now, and there hasn't been a bill passed or anything done for Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
I've been unemployed since November 2006. That's coming up on 4 years now, this year. I'm a trans person. I cannot get all my documentation changed. I'm being discriminated against in employment. Could anyone else here imagine being unemployed for nearly 4 years? I mean, I have a college degree. I did everything in my life correctly, and this is what I get. I desperately need this legislation to pass.
Ma'am, you cannot be
I'm a
recording
sir.
here.